My girlfriend is insecure over my ex. It's reaching a breaking point. Can we fix this? My girlfriend and I have been dating for over a year now. Everything is great, except for one issue that arose over the past year. It's that my girlfriend can't shake her insecurities over my past relationship. I was in a 5-year relationship that developed into a highly toxic relationship. After deciding to end it, it took me almost 2 years to actually get out. The next relationship lasted 3 years. While dating, the trauma from the previous relationship was showing up in ways I didn't predict. She was the most patient person, understanding and supportive. We broke up because she got a medical diagnosis during a time where I was nearing burnout. I did my best to be there for her and she never demanded more from me, but would have needed more support while already feeling like a burden to me. She wanted to be closer to her family and I couldn't move due to work, so we broke up. Since it bothers my girlfriend, we have talked extensively about it. I answer any question that she has, reassure her that I love her and that she is the one I want to be and build a future with. Still, she always circles back to that relationship. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot, but I can't find a reason that would have made her insecure, because I never talk about my ex unless being asked to. And even then I keep it to the information that is being asked of me. About 2 months ago, during our first fight, which was completely unrelated to my ex, my girlfriend suddenly blurted out, "Do you regret not staying with ex's name?" I told her it had nothing to do with our issue, but she was refusing to let it go, even following me when I went to a different room to remove myself from the fight. So I snapped and answered something to the extent of, "Yes. If I could choose again, I would move with ex's name." Which is true, but I'm not hung up on it. The decision has been made, there is no going back. She has moved on and so have I. Fortunately, my girlfriend and I were able to settle the argument after both calming down, and I explained to her that my ex is my ex and my focus is on the relationship that I am in right now. My ex is my past, my girlfriend is my future. That seemed to have reassured her, but since then, whenever I voice displeasure over something, her response is now immediately, "Oh, is it not like it was with ex's name?" It really annoys me and we've had conversations about it, but nothing changed. It's not like I can take back my words and I don't know how to reassure my girlfriend anymore. It seems like a silly reason to break up over, because apart from that, our relationship is amazing. Has anyone been in similar situations and has any advice? Comment. Tell her that if it continues it could destroy your relationship and suggest she get therapy for her insecurity. She is carrying over something into your relationship that you can't fix. Hey, she just needs reassured that even if OL girl still lived in town, you'd pick her over OL girl any day. Yes, it's dramatic, but it's the truth. She is feeling like she's sharing your heart, and that had the situation not changed, you'd never had gotten with her. You know what I mean? All she's heard from what you've said here and only here is that had the situation been the same, you'd still be with your ex, so you must love them. Women don't think in terms of convenience like men do on average. She only wants your heart, and she doesn't want to feel like you've settled or she's sharing it. I get why you did stay with your ex and I understand, but she's, current GF, invested too much emotionally and you'll never convince her that by the end you were conditioned more than anything. You just need to reassure her that she's the only one holding your heart. Be spontaneous and grab a flower from the gas station on your way home. Go to a movie or camping every blue moon, keep the love strong. Good luck and I wish you all the best. Story 2. My girlfriend ended things with me but she's willing to give me a chance. Should I take it? I've seen so many Reddit stories and I don't want to leave anything out so you guys have more to work off of, but I'm gonna keep this pretty short. I really need some advice right now and I feel like you guys can help me since I don't want to ask the people around me about it. Okay, so basically, my girlfriend decided to end things after 9 months of being together. We've been together since senior year and I really do love this girl. She's an amazing and caring person who I've come to cherish. so I wanted to make things work, and we've been doing long distance during college. She is a bit insecure about things and needs my reassurance and attention, which I'm completely okay with, but sometimes I'm not able to express that just because of the person I am. There's also conflict with being in different states and different schedules, but that doesn't really matter. I've never been the best at showing how I feel, and to top it off, I can never take anything serious. This has led to me hurting her when I clearly don't want to, but it just happens. This has become a cycle of her getting hurt and me reassuring her that I love her and everything is okay. I want to change for her, which I am trying, but that's easier said than done. Now this leads to yesterday. The day of the breakup, I wake up to a call where she just lays it out. She says she loves me, but she can't do this anymore, and I'm just feeling a mix of emotions. According to her, it was a build-up, and apparently I would get mad when she brought problems up, but again I think she just misinterpreted how I really feel, because I never got mad. That was just me getting through the pain by making jokes. So she ends things but says she is willing to give me a chance over winter break, but we are officially broken up. It hurts a lot to hear the person you spent time looking after and caring for was only ever hurt by you, and that really stung. Yesterday, I had the whole day just reflecting on it, and I'm not sure what to do. After sleeping on it, I've decided to turn to you guys. What do? I want to make things work because she is the best, and I want to prove that I can be a better man for her who loves and supports her. So I am willing to wait a month and try see if we can get back to dating. However, this other side of me is telling me to end it. Part of me wants to be done and move on. She has problems too, but I would never badmouth her because that's not who I am. I want what's best for her, and part of me believes that I am not the guy. Part of me wants her to find someone better who will treat her right. Just like her mom said, she could do better. There's also that bit about hanging out after we broke up. I don't know if this is just me, but once I've broken up, I don't want to hang out with the person because it's a constant reminder of what could have been. Comment. Honestly, she shouldn't expect you to be there to reassure her 24/7 because that's just not healthy for you or for her. She needs work on her insecurities, because as much as other people's reassurance helps, your own is so important. The cycle you guys have is fr bad. As much as you want to change for her, she should put in the effort to change for you too, only then the cycle will change. I truly don't think we're in the wrong, but if both of you show interest and effort in improving yourselves and working on your relationship, why not give it another shot? But if not, I really don't think it's worth being in something that is already in ways toxic. No way, that's a train wreck of a situation. She left you and it's a long distance relationship. You have too much to gain by moving on, especially at 18. So move on. Story 3. I promised my ex we'd remain friends, but his girlfriend will leave him if I keep that promise. My boyfriend, Dave, and I have shared a 10-year journey in an open relationship, always maintaining transparency. While Dave envisions marriage and kids, I don't share those ambitions due to a fear of commitment and past childhood trauma. Understanding this, I granted Dave the freedom to date others who share his goals. Over the years, our relationship transitioned into a deep friendship. Dave explored other relationships, while I didn't really date anyone during our time together. Last week, Dave told me he met a woman, Jane, whom he genuinely likes and would like to pursue a monogamous relationship with. She shares his desires for marriage and kids but has trust issues, potentially stemming from past relationships. To ease her concerns, Dave told her we broke up a while back. I didn't mind. Observing Dave's nervous excitement when discussing her, I recognized his strong feelings. To allow him to explore this connection fully, we mutually agreed on a temporary 1-year separation. Jane is uncomfortable with him living with me, so he's in the process moving to a new apartment. I agreed to the separation, acknowledging Jane's qualities and history and my own hang-ups. She came from a loving family, lacked trauma history, is physically healthy, financially stable, apparently great in bed, wants to be a mother and wife, wants a commitment, etc. In contrast, I struggle with trauma and depression managed by therapy and medications. Physical intimacy has been difficult due to trauma. So, the emphasis has always been on emotional connection over physical contact. Dave and I recently had a heartfelt talk about our struggles and dreams. He shared that he relies on me for emotional support but expressed difficulty with my lack of interest in physical intimacy. Even though we have an open relationship, he wanted intimacy exclusively with me, taking into account my trauma-related needs. He values my Spock-like traits: emotional detachment, logic, transparency, and honesty. Surprisingly, he's used these qualities as a benchmark for a potential partner for the past 10 years. I was surprised to realize that I also rely on him for emotional support. If I had known my intimacy issues bothered him, I would have talked to my therapist about possible solutions sooner. I struggle with emotional numbness, and sometimes speak without a filter. These are things I don't like about myself and have always tried to improve. Dave is the only person I have ever trusted with knowledge about my mental health issues. So, he has also become my only social support, and without that support, I wouldn't have improved so much. Somehow, Dave accepted me, flaws and all, and for that, I'm grateful. Until now, we didn't know what we meant to each other. We didn't know we needed each other. On the verge of separation, we acknowledge a powerful emotional attachment as best friends. A day without some interaction is unimaginable for both of us. Dave has waited 10 years for me to consider marriage and kids, and I've come to terms with my inability to commit. Prioritizing his happiness, I'm open to letting him go and continuing as friends. I promised him. Here's the snag. Jane is uneasy with my presence in Dave's life and hinted that she may leave. Faced with a choice between someone with baggage and someone who fulfills his dreams, I wholeheartedly support him choosing her. Dave values trust above all in a relationship. He doesn't want anyone who doesn't trust him. He told me if Jane ever asks him to choose, he'd choose me. She would then leave him. I don't want him in that difficult position. I'm steadfast in not getting married and having kids. If he's with me, he may eventually have regrets and resent me for my choices. The relationship won't go anywhere. For that reason, I'm grappling with the decision to break my promise to remain friends to spare him that dilemma.